In the year 1830, the Belgian Revolution led to the independence of southern provinces of the Netherlands. In 1839, the Treaty of London officially declared Belgium independent, and the new country was recognized as a neutral state and acted as a buffer state between larger European powers. The treaty made the result of the Belgian Revolution official and recognized by other nations. Because of Belgium's neutrality, the need for a large standing army was seen as superfluous and unnecessary. Unlike most European states at the time, who were focused on building large standing armies, Belgium's military was small and weak. Reforms in 1913 created universal military service, but ultimately the Belgian armed forces was weakened by promoting soldiers to leadership positions without proper training. The sudden swell in numbers also resulted in many soldiers being forced to use outdated equipment, which only served to compound Belgium's problem. At the time of Germany's invasion of Belgium, which was actually an attempt to strike at France in accordance with the Schlieffen Plan, Belgium was in the process of restructuring its military, with only 20% of its armed forces available for defense. Fearing that Belgian fighters would resort to guerrilla tactics, which would disrupt German supply lines needed for the fight against France, the German army acted with extreme brutality towards the Belgian people. The events of the early months of the First World War would later come to be called the Rape of Belgium. After the German army finally finished crossing Belgium, a month behind schedule, the troops' frustrations were clear. Agent libraries had been burned, cities were razed, women and children were shot on sight, and civilian life had come to a standstill. The Allied forces capitalized on Germany's cruelty with waves of propaganda, urging citizens to enlist or buy war bonds to support the oppressed Belgians. During a time in which many were not quite sure what the actual causes of the war were due to the long-term and complicated nature of its origins, the Rape of Belgium provided a clear and moral cause. Although the Germans did violate the Neutrality Pact, kill civilians and burn cities, many of the more gruesome stories, such as German soldiers distilling fat from the dead in order to lubricate their equipment, are grossly exaggerated in order to maintain enthusiasm for the war, as well as win the support of America. In fact, many of the war crimes committed during this time are dismissed by historians as British propaganda. Following the war, Belgium found itself in a dire situation. It had fallen from the fourth most influential economic power to a country left in ruins. The enormous cost of recovery was partially offset by payments from Germany, but it was not nearly enough. In addition to the £12.5 billion, Belgium also received the area of Eupen-Malmedy along with Morisset. Belgian forces that had assisted in the African campaign also helped secure the modern-day territories of Rwanda and Burundi.